time for the bell. How many options will you sell? Fire up your platform, get ready to enter. But first, let's get the mindset centered. Hey, hey, let's go. We're not here to gamble, we're here to trade. We follow the plan, that's how we get paid. Testing, trading, have success. Find what works for you and forget the rest. Stats and probabilities is what we're about. Time to dismiss greed and doubt. Focus on the process, not the money. And the profits will flow like honey. Power Hour Live, let's start the show. Come on, trade hackers, get ready to go. 0-day options, time to make bank. Get locked and loaded, then be ready to blank. Hey!
Hey everyone, welcome to Power Hour Live, Monday, March 3rd. S&P is down 69, NASDAQ is down 269, Russell down 36, Dow down 460. Gold and silver are both up considerably. Silver up over 2%. Notes and bonds are both up. 10-year yield down over 1%. Oil down 2.5%. Natural gas up almost 8%. All the grains finished red. Euro and the pound are both up 1%. Bitcoin is up 2% after being up well over 10% at the open. We're currently sliding a little bit. I've got I put on a Trump Rick that's now starting to be in the profit zone. Let me, actually, Chad, why don't you go ahead and jump in? I'll finish up my stuff here after I take care of this.
All right. A second here. Oh, there we go.
Chad?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep. Yeah, go ahead and
yeah, so did a 1 DTE. I ended up closing it early and then closed out puts for to make it be not too bad of a loss, minus $600. Got out of some puts at 830 and 620. And then at AM number 1, I booked 2040, then got stopped and was able to get some back on those puts. I have since closed all those out. So closed half at 275 and then on the bounce 115. So not very, didn't do very good on those puts, but it got a little bit back. But because I booked 20 and 40, really nice winner. And then I put on his lunchtime number 1. And then as Trump started speaking, I was like, well, maybe I should take it off. And decided to leave it on, and it got stopped. So got crushed on this. What do we have here? About a 40-point move here in 5-10 minutes. So that was a bummer. I obviously still have the puts on for that one. And yeah, that's really all I've done today. I was probably about 30 cents away from getting out of 20% of this lunchtime trade. And then this drop happened.
trying to close out some of my Rick here, not getting filled yet. See if this thing's done or not. Trying to close 3 of 5 at $10.
Almost half my puts at $2.
All right, filled at 9:55 here. Let me get this posted. All right, there we go. I'll leave the other two on to see if we have any more downside. All right. So as far as my trades today, my BICs, I've had 2 double stops, so I'm down about 2,300 on those. The rest have been one-sided stops, so I will have a red day on my BICs today. Took one price action iron Condor, took part of it off at 30%, and then got stopped on the rest, so that was a few $100 winner. My one DTE got stopped. I've had some couple, my 4-7 at the open hit its call tested exit, so that was a loss. I had a winner on my 3-6, 3-7, 3-5, and then a small loser on my 3-4 from this morning. And then I've got my 1-2 that's down 7%. My 1-3 is pretty much even. My 2-3 is up a couple percent. My 2-4 is down 1%. And then that Rick, I just put that in. I put that on before the Trump presser. He kind of teased us with this big quote unquote investment talk. We didn't know what it was, but it was the Taiwan Semiconductor investing $100 billion. But for whatever reason, we're seeing a little continuation lower.
Yeah, you would think, well, you would think the NVIDIAs and those things would be bouncing, but what sent it lower was then they started taking questions and dropped the tariff word. Tariffs, and now they're talking about Ukraine. It wasn't even what the press conference was about. So there wasn't a whole lot of reaction when they were actually talking about the semiconductors. It was when they started getting questions and then started going off topic is when things went down.
Yeah, he just never know what's going to come out of his mouth, so you got to be ready.
Well, his first thing he said is like, he goes, I'll take some questions, and then he said something like, hopefully on this topic. Like he mentioned like staying on the topic, and then immediately the questions were off topic.
Oh boy. So let's see. My VXX trade, obviously seeing some more volatility today, so that one's a little bit red. If VXX starts pushing above 50, let's say tomorrow or today, I guess, could happen. Excuse me. I will exit and probably add a new one in a further duration. So this current one has 18 days. I'll go out to the 45 DTE. Put another one on, but not yet, just waiting. Russell down a full 2%. Chinese stocks, Baba and Baidu falling hard. Tesla looked like it was going to hold green for a while this morning, but it fell apart. Now it's pushing through lows. Amazon pushing through lows. How low can she go? Gold and silver were both up more. They're coming down. S&P and NDX well below their expected move. Both of them are sitting right at Friday's open, getting close to Friday's lows. VIX up over 22. Haven't seen VIX 22 since January 27th. And before that, December 20th. Well, I'd just go ahead and let this Rick run. I had my 1 DTE, or I guess 3 DTE from Friday. Looked like it was pretty much, well, yeah, it's still got a ways to go. I guess I still have 70 points to get out of minimum profit, but still a $660 winner. So I better check my puts here from my BIX. 58.40. Wow. Worth 870. $950. Let's go. Explode. Sold one at $950. I've seen a little bounce. I've got one long put left on the 58.40 puts. That's going to help my BIX a little bit. For my Rick, I need it to expire under 58.80. As we know, this thing can snap back quickly, but so far so good. Oh, I took a I took a VRR as well. Whenever we held above the expected move, I kind of used that as my line in the sand, and it was going really well. In fact, I was going to transform part of it when it got back to unchanged SPX, and then started to roll over, and I waited, and then as soon as it broke through the expected move area again, I just cut it out for small loss.
Well, I could go ahead and just close my long puts here, and my full stop lunchtime number one would be a green trade. So do I do that, or do I be greedy?
Do a little of both. How many do you have?
Well, I have 4 left out of 10, so I have taken 6 of the 10 off. But even closing these 4 out, it still turns into a positive trade, even though it was a full stop.
Well, we're getting close to Friday's lows. I'm going to hold mine to see if we push through.
Yeah, hold for a little bit longer, as long as the VIX is showing some green.
It's like Thursday's red day. Pretty similar in size. That looks like Trump is done.
Yeah. Someone asked him if as he's walking out, if someone doesn't respond to the emails, will they be fired? As he's walking out.
Indices at their lows. I don't see any stocks that are bouncing yet. Man, crypto was up. I don't know what it was up 11 or 12% pre-market Bitcoin was, and now it's almost unchanged. Still up 2%, I guess. Quite a sell-off.
Yeah, Nvidia, I can't believe how that stock is falling. I mean, given the earnings it had, doubled its year-to-date earnings, still just falling.
Peaked at 153 down to 116.
I got an order at $9 to get out of another long put.
The S&P is now red on the year. Down 0.37% year to date. NDX is down 2.5%. The Dow is up almost 2%. RUT is down 5.5%.
I did get out of my 1 DTE puts a little too early. They would be at 19 right now. I closed my last one at 620.
Yeah, I just closed my full iron Condor on my stop, so I didn't.
Yeah, I closed mine a little
anyway,
early.
I guess I better double check that. I think that's how I have it set.
Yeah, I just manually closed the shorts because I kind of saw what was coming.
That would have been beautiful if I had that just on the shorts, but yeah, closed the whole thing.
I only did 4 contracts too as well instead of 6 on my 1 DTE. So it was a $600 loss. So not that bad, but $0.60 away from $9 on those long puts.
So what are you on the 58.35s?
Yep.
I'm on the 58.40s. Just have one left now.
Filled at 920.
Filled at $11.
Yeah,
Yeah.
greedy it was.
Well, I don't see any reason to take my Rick off. I just let those last couple expire.
I was
Just
gonna put
getting
an order
bloody.
at 12, but it's already past it.
VIX over 23. So my VIX, I'd be down $2,000, but because of my long sale, I'm up 1,000.
Closed another at 1330.
Yeah, S&P down a full 2%. Getting nasty.
Yeah, I can't believe these chip stocks aren't. I guess tariffs have more weight than the announcement.
Yeah, I mean, it almost feels like the market was just waiting for any kind of news to continue its sell-off. So the green stocks I have on my board are APP, Lemonade, Airbnb, Verizon, Zoom, Reddit, J&J, Procter & Gamble, PCG, and LMT. And that's it. The reddest of the red. Were you going to say something?
I was gonna say I closed that. I just went ahead and got rid of my last two longs at 960.
Very nice. Reddest of the red, SMCI is down almost 12%, TEM down 9%, NVIDIA's down 9%. Yikes. Yeah, chips getting hit the worst. AVGO's down 6%. Robinhood's down 5%. A lot of the crypto stocks were up big. Coinbase is now down 4%. MSTR was up like 11%. It's down 1.5%. No flight to Apple for safety today. Apple down 1.5%. Airbnb is up for some reason, but it's well off of its highs as well.
So my full stop lunchtime number one went from being a full stop to a plus 3,470 because of the longs.
Nice.
It's like the longs. It seems this probably isn't true, but it seems like almost daily are coming into play.
Yeah, with these moves for sure. I mean, just look at the daily chart. I mean, look at this range of these bars compared to normal.
Yeah. Yep.
The average true range. So the average range over the last 10 days is over 100 right now. I guess right at 100. 99. Anybody want to step in and sell some puts?
Definitely not putting on an iron condor. Although you could probably get a pretty wide one.
10, 20, 30, 40, 55. 55 wide with 40 minutes to go.
That's still not wide enough for me.
On a 45 wide Wooga.
Wow.
That was 15 wide wings. Let's see with 10 wide. $45 wide wing, Wooga minus 660 plus 340. That was at the 25 delta. Let me see here. Get closer to the 40 delta. It'd be 20 wide. Max loss 375, max profit 625. Oh yeah. Yep, I'm still in yield max. It's covered call strategy. So yeah, of course, when the market's down, it's you're going to see some downside.
All right. Well, $6,435 on 2 TLC trades. Puts involved in both of them.
We are kind of paused here at yesterday, Friday's lows. Yeah, a lot of red on financial juice, Watson. I really didn't think these 25% tariffs were actually going to go into effect on Canada and Mexico, but apparently it's happening starting Tuesday, tomorrow. VIX still climbing. S&P NDX still falling.
Who's still holding their puts? Anybody still holding their TLC puts? Moel, you still holding?
Just closed. Nice, Moel.
What was your highest price you got? Did you get a good one? Let's see. $58.35 for mine. Yeah, mine are in the money. Would have been in the money. It's okay.
Nice. Is it Dana or Dana? Or Donna? That was a nice hit on that little Rick. Well, I don't think I it'd have to bounce 50 points for my Rick to get out of max profit. So I think I'll just leave that. Nvidia down 10%. Good old fashioned correction. I mean, the S&P is only, call it 5% off of its highs, though. Everything at their lows. No signs of bouncing. As far as economic reports, tomorrow we've got one Fed speaker, and then Trump speaks at 8 p.m. due to deliver an address to a joint session of Congress at the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. Wednesday, ADP non-farm employment change, pre-market ISM services, 30 minutes after we open. Thursday, unemployment claims, pre-market, a couple of Fed speakers. And then Friday is the biggest one. We've got NFP, pre-market, and Powell speaks at 11:30. Due to speak about the economic outlook at the University of Chicago Booth School of Business.
Yeah, I got out way too early.
SPX options aren't really pricing Friday in for much of a. I mean, the expected move or the implied volatility is the same on Thursday, and it's actually higher tomorrow and Wednesday. It's interesting. I would have assumed Friday's options were at least a couple points higher, but options are not really pricing much in for the Friday events. Oh, wow. Man, I mean, SPX hasn't really even moved that much. And those puts that I sold for $9 or 22.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, mine would be 19.
Oh, never mind. I didn't have my chart. It went off my screen. I guess it has moved.
I was gonna say mine have moved clear down in the money.
I was just looking at the chart and the price had moved off my screen. I thought it was still sitting near the Friday's lows. This is a bloodbath.
100-point drop.
Nvidia's starting to move a little bit. Russell is now
100-point drop in 45 minutes.
Russell's now down a full 3%. Well, my VXX is getting up towards that 50 level. Uh-oh.
I mean, here's the thing about long puts. Like when you're trading TLC, like it's easy to look back and say, well, I didn't do what I was supposed to, but I mean, you just never know. So in my opinion, if you're getting a significant amount of credit compared to what you bought the puts for, you're still doing the right thing. So if you sold them for $4 and $5, even though they may be worth 15 or 20 right now, I wouldn't beat yourself up about it. I mean, that's still a significant return on those puts. still going down.
All right. Sorry about that. I'm back. I'm not sure what your question is, Faz. What do you mean? What do you do? Yeah, the best thing about to do with YieldMax, just go to yieldmax.com. You can read through I would just read through their prospectus, and you'll get with our with our knowledge of options, it's pretty cut and dry. It's just a covered call strategy, a synthetic covered call. I don't know what's going on, Ken. There's a siren saying emergency, but I never, I, I never do anything because they're all most of the time, except for that one shooter. Most of the time, it's kind of a false alarm. Probably not a good approach to take, but seems like it always happens during power hour.
Well, it's gonna be interesting to see how the market reacts after today.
VIX over 24. Haven't seen this since December 20th. Needless to say, probably not going to get into Mahomes today.
Yeah, 58.35 puts are at $22. Wow. Yeah, full stops there. I got full stop matrix.
I mean, this is just a no relief bounce here. Long puts on the Wooga. Wow. About 16 minutes till the bell, 6 minutes till MOC. Tesla, another flush lower, down over 5%. What was the cost on that long put, Moel?
Yeah, matrix, just getting rid of the long puts. Just out of curiosity, let's see my long puts. If I would have held them, it'd be 20 bucks.
Woo. 250 to 66. That's a good return. Yeah, I'm just going to hold my calendars. I mean, I'm down 15% on my 1-2, but the others are just down like 4 or 5%, 1%. So
Yeah, matrix. So the stop is on the shorts only. So when it gets stopped at, it closes the shorts, and your long calls and long puts are still on.
actually on that 1-2, now that I'm re-looking, my puts are at 58.70. That's 50 points above. Maybe I'll close my 1-2.
Well, I always leave them go. Matrix, I don't ever close them when my shorts get stopped. Like I always leave them on. But it's for especially I mean, it depends what the market's doing, obviously, but
Yeah, well, I'm going to close my one too.
like
It's just
even my AM number one, like I left the puts on and calls both, and price starts going in a certain direction, you just scale out of them. That's what I've been doing.
all right, getting a little bounce. 90 seconds till MOC. SPX bouncing back up towards Friday's lows.
What will tomorrow bring?
MOC incoming. $190 million buy side. $25 butterfly is trading for 50 cents, 70 cents, maybe. Super cheap. $30 butterflies, maybe trading for, I don't know where it's trading. It's showing a debit. Tesla, a little bounce. Apple, a little bounce. MSTR, a little bounce. Yeah, those butterflies staying super cheap. No more homes today. Got 6 minutes till the bell. Some stocks getting a little bounce, some still at their lows. I believe that's what the kids call a bearish engulfing candle. Completely engulfed Friday's bounce. $45 butterfly. Looks like it's over $1 finally with 4 minutes to go. And starting to see a little bounce into the close. Robinhood still at trading at its lows. Google still near its lows. Microsoft pretty close to its lows. VIX back down to 23. Two minutes to go. 45 butterfly looks like it's trading for $1.50.
They just said on TV that NASDAQ, if it closes down 690, it's in correction territory.
I think the media likes to say down 10% from the top is correction. Let's see. Yeah, it's down about 8% right now. Yep. Maybe tomorrow.
S&P's getting a little bounce.
Twenty seconds. Obviously let my Rick expire here. Oops. Sorry, just getting my Rick posted here. There we go. All right, all that's a wrap. 5849.86. Looks like the final. As far as live stream goes, Chad will be streaming live tomorrow at the Open, and we'll be back for Power Hour. Everybody have a good night. We'll talk to you soon. Cheers.